Welcome back to the Richard Sherman podcast. And what an incredible game by the Seattle Seahawks. They come out of here with a win, 20-23 versus the Arizona Cardinals in Glendale. I was at the game. Obviously, I'm still in my dress shirt, and I enjoyed every second of it. It came down to the wire. It came down to a Myers kick, smelling salt, all the good stuff, and he drilled it. But the Arizona Cardinals, who were pretty much dominated for a lot of this game, were able to make this a game late with a Marvin Harrison Jr. touchdown. But I still thought the Seattle Seahawks defense played an incredible game. Obviously, there's some things they want to clean up. Devon Witherspoon did everything he could to play in this game, was a little rusty, had some plays I'm sure he would want back. But overall, Coby Bryant with an interception. Ernest Jones with a huge interception. They were making plays out there. I thought Julian Love could have got one right before the half. There were 6 sacks. Uchenna had 2 sacks. Then Leonard Williams had 1. Ernest Jones had a half. Everybody was getting in on the party. It was a fun game to watch. Offensively, Jackson Smith-Njigba wasn't very active in the first half, didn't even have a target, but Sam Darnold was 8 for 11 for 123. He found A.J. Barner for a touchdown. Sherman found the end zone with a little help from Charles Cross. I thought the offensive line, had some plays they would want back. Allowed Calais Campbell to get his 3rd sack of the season, and Sam Darnold was under a little bit of duress, especially in the second half. They started to bring more pressure, but I thought he handled it beautifully. There was some weird kind of plays with K9 in this game. He was effective. I think he had 19 carries for 81 yards. Charbonnet had the touchdown, but there were some uncharacteristic things, the unsportsmanlike conduct that knocked him out of field goal range. There was an issue with the running backs coach. He and the running backs coach having a conversation, him getting his hands off of him. I'm sure they'll address it. I'm sure Coach Mike McDonald will have that conversation with K9 and address it with the team, but because this team has a great chemistry, a great togetherness, and they will get this figured out. But 3-1 on a short week. Today's show is brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Hard Rock Bet. Week 4 football doesn't start until Thursday, but on Hard Rock Bet, there's always something to bet on.
If you haven't tried your first bet on Hard Rock Bet yet, there's still time for you to get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Just place a $5 bet, and if it hits, you get not only your winnings, but $150 in extra bonus bets.
Not sure what to bet? Just open up the Hard Rock Bet app. It shows you right there what other people are betting on any day of the week.
You can see the most bet upsets, the top player props from home runs to touchdowns, and a lot more. You can already see trends for the week 4 games.
And they must not play a lot of defense on the Hard Rock Bet app because y'all are racking up promos nonstop. Daily promotions on the app. Download the Hard Rock Bet app and try your first bet today. It was good to get Devon Witherspoon back out there. I talked to Nick Emmanwori after the game. He says he's back next game. He's excited. And again, Mike McDonald said there's so many things that they're excited to do, so many plays in the playbook that they haven't been able to showcase because they haven't had Nick Emmanwori. And when he gets in there, this defense is going to take another step to another level. They're going to get more exotic with the pressures. I can't wait to see it. You're already seeing the impact from all these guys. So many guys. I think there was 14 guys with a pressure in this game. I even seen Josh Jove and Devon Witherspoon on double corner blitz get to Kyler Murray. I don't think I've ever seen a game where 14 different guys have a pressure in the game. And obviously, Uchenna had two sacks in the ball game. So they're getting a lot of production from this defensive line. They're taking a lot of pride in getting stops and holding the opposing offense to a limited amount of points. But they gave up some points. They had some leaky yardage, and sometimes that's what you need to wake you up and to get you back to the drawing board, to get you back on the screws. And I think this defense is going to continue to elevate. I think they're going to continue to be one of the top defenses in the National Football League. They're finding a way to win these divisional games. That was a tough divisional win that they had to have to stay in the race. We'll see what the San Francisco 49ers do this week. If they may end up at the top of the division, depending on what happens in that game versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. But this was a fantastic game for the Seattle Seahawks and their growth. always some things you can correct, always things you want back. But when you get into a tough divisional game in Glendale with the Arizona Cardinals, obviously they've beaten them eight times in a row, which is really cool. You want to get out of here with a win. And 3-1 on the season, Seahawks fans, you should be excited about this team. You should be excited about when this team plays their best ball, what they're going to look like, because they got guys coming back that are going to be difference makers. This defense is only going to get better. This defensive line has so much depth, so much talent. Obviously, Ernest Jones with that play, but he also had a half a sack in the game. He's playing fantastic football. Tyrese Knight made some plays in his ball game, and in the secondary, Coby, Bryant, and now you got the Pro Bowler Julian Love, who made some really cool plays out there. Josh Jobe continued his really stable performance throughout this game. Obviously, Coby, after his interception, had a little bit of a hiccup with that fumble. That was just a crazy, weird play. I haven't seen many plays like that, but I'm still very, very impressed with this defense. The more they play together, the more reps they get, the more healthy they get, the more exciting it's going to be to watch them. They get a mini bye now after a short week. Woo! I can't wait to see what they have in store down the line. This team is going to be a lot of fun to watch. Like I said, I see them winning this division. Now everybody's kind of starting to see the vision. You're kind of starting to see what I saw in training camp, watching this team perform, watching it come together. And I can't wait till Nick gets out there, because this defense is, like I said, it's going to be even better. So as always, I appreciate you joining me. I tried to get this content out as fast as I can, try to get a reactionary video. Love you guys. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And as always, I appreciate it. Hit that sub button if you're new.